welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you're not. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this eye look, which is this kind of rounded smoky eye using purple shades, and then it's cut on the inside, and I've done like some kind of sparkles on the inside there where it's brighter as well. So I was inspired by a few different looks just on Instagram and stuff, just to create a different kind of eye shape and use a different template for a smoky eye, because I find that I often use the same kind of template, like I do similar looks switching up the colours and things. So I just wanted to do something a little bit more rounded, a thicker liner without the wing, and then cut the inside, but I brought it up higher and more of a rounded shape than I normally do. So I was inspired by one look in particular that I'll show you. So I don't know how well you can see that, but it was this look right here by makeup_by_YJ. I love a lot of her looks, and it's a similar style to the P. Louise kind of style. Obviously she has her own skills and everything. So basically I just found a picture that I liked of a makeup that I liked, and I based this look off it. So I took inspiration from it for the shape and stuff. Obviously I used different colours and things like that. So I'll show you a close-up. There it is. So I'm going to be recreating this look on this eye, and let's get started. So I've already prepped my eye with a little bit of Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. So I'm just going to go straight in with some colour, and first I'm going to take a light pink shade. This one right here is 319 from Inglot. It's a matte baby pink, and that's going to be my transition to help blend out those purples. So I'm just going to lay that down first, and I can kind of mark out how high and how far out I want my shape to be. So as you can see, that's going way above the crease, because that's as high as I want the colour to ultimately come up to. I'm also bringing it down into the inner corner, and then we're not going to stop just in the crease. We're going to loop it right around and create literally a circle or a ring around the eye and come right down under the eye. And that's not going up against the lash roots as such. There's going to be darker shades going there. It's going literally under the eyeball, so a little bit lower down, because again it's going to be your transition to help those darker colours blend out. So from there I'm going to work from the 115R pan from Inglot. So it's 3 different shades of purple. So I'm going to mix the light and the medium and go in around that same shape and just come down a little bit closer to the eye than the pink. But we're going to follow it right the way around. And then I'm mixing the medium and the dark, and same again. So then I'm just taking the darkest colour in the pan and deepening that up, and then I have one more shade that's even darker than this purple to really smoke it and make it nice and defined. So then I'm switching to the 308 shadow, again from Inglot. It's a really, really deep purple, and again defining that shape. And the thing to remember with your colour placement is that you're going to be cutting the lid up higher on the inside here. So you're going to want your colours to start a little bit higher, so that you're not going to lose it when you then come in and wipe it up. Because if you're bringing your colours way down to your natural crease line, as I'm kind of doing, but I'm trying to get my darker colour up a little bit higher. If you come away down here and then you're going to clean it up and you're going to cut the lid or cut the crease, you're going to lose all that darkness down at the bottom. And you want to make sure it's nice and dark along here. So just remember to sit it up a little bit higher and just try and envision where your new crease is going to lie. Or your new lid, I should say. So you can see how much darker that shade has made it. So I'm just wiping off my brush, and I'm going to go back in with kind of a mixture of the lightest purple and that baby pink around the edges, just to make sure that those lighter shades are still coming through and we get a nice gradient, and it just makes sure that all your edges are blended. Okay, so to cut the crease, I'm first going to take an angled brush with a little bit of makeup remover on it and wipe away that excess shadow that we have there. So this is a little synthetic angled brush. I'm literally just wiping it in an eye makeup remover. And then I'm just going to come along and create my line and try and keep it symmetrical to the first side. And the thing is to keep checking with your eyes relaxed, so that's not high enough at all because you can't see it when my eyes are relaxed. So I'm going to come up higher. I'm going to keep wiping off my brush as well to keep the brush clean. Okay, so once you have your line then cut in, I want to get rid of all of this underneath that line. So I'm just wiping off the sides of the brush and I'm just going to use that to remove most of that. So then to clean that up and as a base for my pigment on the inside, I'm taking this Stargazer pencil. It's Kohl number 40 and it's just this really light baby pink. So we're literally just going to draw along that line and then colour in the lid. So I'm just feathering it then across the rest of the lid, well the inner 2/3 say. Just going to take my finger and blend that in and then I'll layer it over it again. And also, as you would have seen there, the cut starts down here in the inner corner rather than maybe cutting it right in like kind of more straight and across into the nose. I've done that kind of shape before, but I haven't cut it where it follows through all the way down to the inner corner, and that definitely influences the shape and creates it and makes it more rounded. Okay, so now that I've got my lighter lid colour, I'm going to come in from the outside, so with our black, and I'm switching to a more pinched blending brush that gives me a little bit more precision. I'm just taking a matte black. I'm using the black from the Naked Basics palette, and I'm just starting in the outer corner here, and we're going to blend it in onto the lid and into the crease, but keep it towards the outside. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the darkest purple shade that I used and just help that black blend out. And then a little bit of some of the lighter purple shades. And then just a little bit of the baby pink as well, but I'm going to be coming back in with my light pink pencil again and cleaning it up. I just want to make sure that it fades in rather than just stopping harshly. Before I clean up the lid again, because I want to do that just before I pop on my pigment so that it's still a little bit tacky, we're just going to line my waterline with a gel liner. I'm using the Inglot 77. And then I'm going to take a little bit of black on a small brush like this and smudge just along the lash roots. And then just taking a little bit more of the purples and helping blend that out. Okay, so again, a little bit of that pencil. So this is the pigment that I'm using. It's from Kiko. It's the number 2 loose eyeshadow pigment. I'm just taking that on a small little shadow brush and pressing that on top and making sure to come right up to the new lid line. So we're starting from the inside and then we're just going to fade it out into the darker colours like that. So next we're going to line our top lash line, and as you might be able to see from here, it goes quite thick at the end, but it doesn't wing out, it just fades into that black. And then once you have that liner done, just take a little bit more black and we're going to go over the outer corner and just make sure it's nice and dark so that it fades in to the shadow. So that is our shadow on. I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. And then I'm going to glue my lash. So this is the Chelsea style from P. Louise. And while that lash is dry, I'm going to fill in my brow. And for my brows today, I'm using my NYX Tame and Frame pomade in the shade Espresso and an Inglot 31T brush. So I'm just brushing through the hairs first and making sure they're all in place. And then I'm just going to outline the underneath first. And what you want to do is create a straight line from the front up to the arch, so it follows in one smooth line, curves around, and then comes to a fine point on the outside. So once you have your straight line up to your arch, you're just going to want to follow it down into your tail and then do the same on the top and just keep it like parallel. Okay, so now that I have my brows done, I can pop on my lash, which at this stage has got nice and tacky. And that is the eye done. So those are the eyes done. I really like how they come out. They're very smoky and sultry without having any kind of a wing or a winged liner or anything on them, which I think is a nice change, because I know a lot of people, especially me, can get kind of stuck in that winged shape, and I like doing something a little bit different. So yeah, shout out to Yasmin James, who's Makeup by YJ on Instagram, for inspiring me to change things up a little bit. I was just scrolling through her feed like last night in the middle of the night when I was trying to sleep, because I thought I was confusing her with a different artist that I follow on Instagram, and I was like scrolling way back through her feed to try and like figure out which one she was, and I went way back and I realized that I started following her when she was like doing her makeup claims from, I think it was like maybe her bedroom or just a room in her house, and she had it just set up as her little makeup area. And I remember just like being inspired by that, because obviously I've set up my own makeup studio, and at the time I was working from my spare room in my house, so I had that set up as my makeup room. So I remember I started following her back then. That was ages ago, and then I was scrolling through her feed. I can kind of see her journey. Do you know when you do that and you go way back in someone's feed and then you scroll back up and you can see kind of where they've come from? So I was scrolling through and I saw that then she opened up her own makeup shop, like doing her own makeup studio shop, and that she's teaching courses now, and all her makeup is fantastic. So yeah, I'll put her her handle on the screen, so you can go check her out if you haven't already, because she's quite popular. But yeah, that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't for future videos. I will have a full list of all the products I used on my blog as per usual, with more pictures of the look and close-ups and stuff, so do check that out. I'll have that linked in the first line of the description box. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.